Virgo, this is a general reading, a love reading, and a financial reading for you today. Now, this is my own interpretation, so do take that information that resonates with you as your own, and if there's any information that does not resonate with you, leave that for someone else as it will benefit them. Do stick with us though, as there's definitely a message here for you specifically. I can be found on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings, so get in touch for those on Facebook. Now let's get right into that general reading here. Well, it looks like I do see some discretion in you, that there will be some things being hidden and things being kept back for the near future, and I do think that this will very likely come into play in a new circumstance that's going to happen for you. So let's keep an eye on that as we go into things today. Okay, so on to your love reading. Okay. Now, in terms of that love, I do see a gradual progression for you. And I do see a lot of change as well. I notice here that you are going to be having some big things moving and some big progress. And I notice especially that in your love, that something fundamental is going to be changing itself. Now, in that, I see that you are going to be taking some time for yourself, and you're going to be looking inward into yourself. And I see that you are going to be kind of taking that action to get things started for yourself. And I see that you are going to be having things really start to move. I notice that very soon you're going to be having that forward progress, and you're going to be having that action be taken. I see that it is quite possible, quite likely that that person that you're looking for is actually going to reach out to you as well. And so I do see that kind of being started by them as the first step, and then you kind of taking that and kind of starting the actual physical progress and the proper progress. And I noticed that this is going to lead you into really growing yourself and growing that relationship very nicely, and it's going to feel very very natural, very proper to you. And I see that you are going to be having a lot of, just like I said, a lot of progress, a lot of movement. I notice here that you are going to be absolutely growing and changing quite a bit yourself as well. And this is kind of going to stem from the way that you're taking that action, the way that you're trying to move and build on yourself. And this is going to build you very deeply into a strong individual. And I see here that you are going to be that authority figure. You're going to really gather that strength of mind that you really want to have. And you're going to be really taking things at hand. I see that you absolutely will have some goals in mind, and these goals will lead you to having some change and some deep set new things coming. That probably falls right into our general reading, that there will be those new things happening, but that this will all be positive change, that you'll be growing quite a bit, and you'll be leading yourself into your future in a confident way and in a confident manner. You'll find out and realize who you are, what you want, and where you're going. And I see especially that you are going to not take any lack of information. You may end up being the one who's discreet, but you're not going to allow others to keep you blindfolded, keep that information away from you. So that does lead us out of our love reading, and I'll just reiterate again that it looks like you've got some great tidings coming up for yourself. Okay, now to get right into our financial reading. Okay, so in terms of finances, I really do see a lot of potential for you. I see that you may have recently been feeling like things are a bit stagnant, things are not really moving for you financially, But I see that very soon you will be having that movement. You're about to have a breakthrough, or you're about to have somebody kind of pushing to get others noticing what you do. And I see that you are really going to be having a lot of movement, a lot of progress very, very soon. And I see strength in you in this, that this is really going to give you that final push, that this, to basically realize that this is what you want to do for your life. And that you absolutely are about to have a lot of growth in those finances, that you will have a very well balanced financial life coming up, and that you'll have a lot of synthesis. It's going to be kind of like you and anybody else who's working with you, working around you, basically any of those kinds of situations where there's anybody who's kind of assisting you in any way, that it's going to be a lot of very synthesized teamwork, a very strong sense of teamwork, honestly, that it's going to be very easy for you to grow, easy for you to move forward, and there will be a lot of change, and that change will come from all of this work that you're doing, all of the extra work that you're putting in. And I do see that that's really going to lead you fantastically into your future. I do see a new relationship forming that's going to be pushing that the boundaries of your financial life, and that's going to lead you to some deep warmth, deep and strong warmth, that you're going to be very happy. I see that this relationship is going to be financially focused, that it may very well be a business partnership or somebody who's there to assist you. This could even fall back into what I mentioned about that teamwork side of things, that could even fall into that relationship that you're building. And although you may find that things do slow down at some point, and you may end up feeling restless, that is not where it's going to stop. That when there may be a drop, that coming back, and that you absolutely are, Virgo, going to be having some huge potential, not only passionately, but also in the amount of, say, funds that you're going to have, in that down-to-earth sense that you have. And I do see that relationship really growing and really embellishing itself. And I see you having a fantastic financial future with some amazing potential. I see your finances and your work growing to the moon, basically. That you are going places and your life will be fantastic starting in the very near future. But that brings us to the end of our reading here. I'll just reiterate that I can be found on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings, so get in touch for those on Facebook. I'll see you next time.